Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to, the Nasdaq Scalping blog channel. My name is John and I'm here with my daily, and it's Friday, with my weekly report about what the bot did, what I changed in the code, why I changed something in the code, how the bot works, how the bot functions, and what did the market do, and did we make a profit or a loss. And of course we want to make a profit. So if you want to see how the bot functions today, just sit and watch. Let's start with the first part, changing in the code. And to look at the code, there were some changes today. If you look at the video of yesterday, then you'll see immediately that down here something is changed. And what did change? Well, there are some numbers no longer available on this part of the screen. And that's because I changed in the bot something I did in the start of the week, which I tested the entire week, and now I've decided that it has no use, it has no function, so I removed the extras that I started with this week and made the bot work again as it did, with some minor changes for hopefully the next week to prevent that the bot make buys or sells when the market is not active enough. So what did I change? Well, when it has to do with the market and etc., then it's always in the contracts, and it has always to do not specifically with the strategy I'm using, but the initialization of when the strategy should be used. And that's the part of the contracts. And we're now in main, so I go for the contracts first, and then I'm going to show you. It's hard to show you something that has been deleted, but there were some extra functions here who looked at the changes of something. I didn't know what, but there was an average change and a current change, and there was a spread looking at, and there was another part that's already forgotten what it's all about because it didn't function at all. And today I was looking at the results of those printouts, and while the market was getting more active, I did not see enough change in the numbers that I really could say from, wow, this has effect, this has a use. If we're gonna use this function, we're gonna make the bot better. I didn't think so. So I deleted those, and I chatted, of course, with ChatGPT about it, and we came up, yes we, not just here, not just ChatGPT, but we came up with a new function I'm gonna use in the detection if the market is slow or not. And what I've done now is that I'm gonna check for the current candle closing price. Let's go up there. That for the current candle closing price minus the previous candle closing price, and then divided by the previous candle closing, and then times 100. In other words, calculating the percentage change between the current candle and the previous candle. And that percentage change will be stored into a list of candle changes. And with this function, this part of the function, NP mean will be determined the last 5 candles, what was the average of the change. And that average I'm going to use together with the current percentage change in should he or should I not make a buy. That was the idea that I implemented, but I only did it in a testing environment. Because if you see, I do print, there is a print right here that gives me the information. That's the same print you see down here. So I can see what is happening during the market, and then I can maybe use it in detection of when is the market slow and when is the market active, because that is what it's all about. The bot functions as it should be when there is an active market. But we saw last week, you can look at the videos of last week, we saw last week that if the market isn't active, the bot makes losses. And I rather have that the bot doesn't do anything at all than it make losses. So that is the change I did today in the code. And the rest will be tomorrow. On the weekend, I'm going to check all of it. And then next week, we're going to test again. And we're going to see if the average change met the current change, how much change is there, if the market is actually active again. I hope for next week we will have more information about what will be the right threshold to say this is an active market and this is not an active market. And that's it for the coding. Let's go to step 2. And step 2 is always the bot. And the bot did function like it should be. If you look at the bot, you see we had a total profit of 0.0 after 82 candles. And I restarted the bot at 18:36. So 6:30 this evening. And after I made it the changes, and I believe it was the second time that I started the bot today, after I made it the changes, and then I let it run and see what it would do. And it functioned. Like I said yesterday, it's not going to be much more to tell, except I was planning to reactivate the AI again from tomorrow after this week. And then I realized yesterday evening that if I'm going to reactivate the AI, I need historical data. And there were almost no positions opened this entire week. So there is no historical data to train the AI. So it has no use to reactivate the AI if there isn't enough historical data to train with. So we will wait and we'll see if next week give us more information about the market. That's about the bot. Then let's go to the market. And if we look at the market, you see that the market had around 4:30, 3:30 until around, well, what would it be? 5? Yeah, until 5. It had some action. And that was the point that I saw, that the bot numbers weren't adding up with what I saw in the market with the Bollinger Bands and the larger candles being up. And so I think, it ain't good. And the only position that did open was position of a quick buy. That was the only position that was opened, I believe, at that point, because it ignores everything else. It just looks at the difference between one candle and the next candle. But then again, later from 5, you see that the market went back to sleep. And that's what you see in the numbers, the average change and the current change, all very low numbers. So hopefully next week we have a more active market, and then it is the 1st of December, 2nd of December. I don't know, there should be numbers available about the fourth quarter profits, and then we will see if the market reacts on it with buying or selling or anything. We are still high at 20,900, so we're very close to the all-time high. So it's still possible, and I still keep in mind that the market will go down and there will be a large sell of everything they have, and then wait until January or around end of December. Then we have what they call the Santa rally. Then it could be that a lot of buy will go again, but for the baht it doesn't matter. What we need in the baht is action, buy or sell. It's no matter what, but do something. That's where the baht is making its profits. And let's go to the reports, and it's the final part of this daily report. And if we look at the report, we see, yes, I was right, we had two positions open today. One was a profitable of €2.64, and one was not profitable, and we took a loss of €1.62. So the difference is €1.02 profit today. Yeah, okay. With this kind of numbers, yeah, okay. We must be happy. We made profit, but that's only by coincidence. It's not a calculated profit. It's just that it happened by coincidence, and that's it. What did we do this week? Well, we ended at 410, and we started this week. The week started at 25th of November. That's right here. And at the 25th of November, we started with 410. And now at the end of the week, we are again at 410. And then it was 410 and 7 cents. Now it's 410 and 18 cents. Yes, we did it. We did it. We make 7 cents profit. Yeah, but it was a very slow week. It was to expect it. And we tested several functions to prevent the losses that we had. So that's what we did the last week, and we made a profit. I don't count it as a profit, but that's how we did this week. This is how we did for today and for this week. And by saying so, then we are at the end of the video, and I'm going to wish you all a marvelous weekend, although you'll see this tomorrow and then it's the weekend already started. But nevertheless, I wish you a marvelous weekend, and if you like the video, press like. If you want to subscribe because you want to see more of this ridiculous video, want to see more of these videos about the baht and following my progress in how I'm creating the baht to be more and better, and then subscribe. If you want to make a comment, feel free. Then you leave a comment. You can join me on my Discord server if you want to chat with me about the baht or about the coding or the market. Feel free to join in on the Discord server. And you can find me on Twitch also when we are talking about this in the live settings. What I did not do today because there is almost nothing happened. Did I tell you guys all I want to tell you? Yes, I did. So, remember what I say. Make a little fun every day. See you next week.